Good morning. Our day at the Council started today with the 6th Intergovernmental Conference for Albania's accession negotiations and the important opening of Cluster 4. We very much commend Albania's commitment and notable progress on its accession negotiations. Ahead of the Cyprus presidency, enlargement will be a key priority for Cyprus. Enlargement is a geopolitical necessity, a geopolitical investment, and it is about the reunification of Europe and expanding our space of security, stability, and prosperity. We will work as presidency to advance the accession negotiations for all our partners. Passing on now to the preparations and the discussions at the General Affairs Council for the preparations of the upcoming European Council, I will be focusing on Ukraine, the situation in the Middle East, as well as the issue of housing. On Ukraine, we are gravely alarmed and condemning the strongest terms the continuing attacks against civilians. We have condemned in the strongest terms the violations of Poland's, a fellow member state, airspace by Russia. Cyprus feels very strongly on any attack, on any violation against the sovereignty, territorial integrity of states, and this is an issue that we will be discussing today. Any such violations are a threat to our collective security. Now, with regards to the situation in the Middle East, we are deeply alarmed by the expansion of military operations. We have been very clear in condemning Israeli attacks and violations of the territorial integrity of Qatar. We will be raising the issue of the devastating humanitarian situation in Gaza. Cyprus continues to activate the supplementary Amalthea Maritime Corridor. Only last week we shipped over 1,200 tons of aid to the civilian population in Gaza. The EU must take the lead when it comes to humanitarian aid, and the Amalthea Corridor, which is under the UNOPS umbrella, is at the disposal of the European Union. Now, with regards to housing, we particularly welcome that this has been included in the agenda of the upcoming European Council. It's a fundamental social right. We look forward to the upcoming plan by the European Commission on affordable housing. This will feature prominently in the Cyprus presidency starting on the 1st of January, and we will be hosting an informal ministerial council dedicated specifically to housing. And lastly, on the legislative planning and the letter we have received by the President of the European Commission, this touches on all the key issues that we should be addressing as the European Union, and we welcome that: security and defense, competitiveness and simplification, as well as issues related to our collective resilience, also including on climate change. And we very much welcome that at the State of the Union we had the announcement by President von der Leyen for a European firefighting hub to be based in Cyprus, covering the region of the Eastern Mediterranean, a geostrategically key location in which Cyprus is an integral part and whose security affects the entire European Union. Thank you very much.